Welcome back to Projects Watch. This is Turpy. Now today I'm going to be talking about a very interesting article from the say in the Gleaner. It's titled Gunshot Like Rice Grain. Basically talking about the current feud that is going on in Gregory Park. As we know, highly acidic community, crime plagued, death and destruction everywhere. I can tell you why this article is very interesting. People they must say, police in my tech side. I can tell you what they mean. But understand this. Recently, they must say 87s, as much as 15 of them, armed with rifles, running at the community, right? Be a shot start fire, you know it got already. Indiscriminately. They're not even aim off or nothing. Do you know why they're doing that? I'm telling you, sir, many of these quote-unquote gangs gone past the whole gang thing a long time. These are acts of terrorism. When they run into a community, fire off be a shot, just to instill fear in our people, right? Just to make people know say you mean business, just to make people afraid to left them yard, right? Just to bend them, right, to your will, that gone past regular badness. We get fair understand say people also get burned down, business place get burned down. You know it already. Right? Of course your favorite human rights activists to tell us that, if we just start these 87s, maybe some more social programs that will help them out. But listen to this. Residents and say police at X side. May I break this down for you? This is a direct quote. We the residents feel that the police are taking sides in the conflict because we know that the boys are from Mexico, Christian Penn, and Clarks Avenue, and the police instead are going into these areas. Instead of going into these areas, they target us. Residents said that. Listen again. Residents go on to state the curfew is unjustified because we are not the ones shooting at each other. We were placed or shut up, and are we the police after? It doesn't make no sense. So the curfew drop and the place will get shut up, and people say the police are targeting them. Now I'm going to break this down for you. This is not an example of police, right, a target place. People are thinking that if man from community A running at community B shoot at the place, then the curfew would have dropped on community A. No. Let me tell you why. You know these communities in Jamaica set up already, right? Community A, B, C, D, they're packed, right, closer together. Community A running a community B, be a shot fire. House get burned down, people lose life. If you really want to protect community B, do you know who? Or do you know where you put the curfew? In community B. I'll tell you why. Even though at face value them in a sense. Because they think, well, you put the curfew in a community A. No. You put the curfew in the place where I get invaded. That way, anybody, friend or foe, set foot in the community at a certain hours, the police can deal with them. If you put the curfew in community A, 87s can deploy from community C, E, F, G. Get it? Putting the curfew in community A don't actually stop the invasion. Because 87s them have already realized, alright, curfew will drop this time. So outside the curfew hours, them are going to left and then deploy, right, from the other communities. We know there's multiple ways to get in one place. You cannot trap 87s in one area by deploying, right, a curfew. So by putting the curfew in the community that is being attacked, that means that when anybody, 87 or not, venture into that community at a certain hours, then the police can do something about it. So to the people then, it appears like say police are picked on them. When the reality is the curfew, the strategy is to protect them. No, curfews, right, we can debate how effective they are. In order to truly, right, enforce a curfew like this, you need manpower. You need serious manpower to lock down even just one local community in Jamaica. That's why when time they have the national curfew, we know that already. But to lock down one community, you need serious manpower. I understand the residents them, they look away. Man run at the place get shut up and you come drop curfew pan we, you pick pan we. No. This is actually the best method to prevent another attack. Hopefully that makes sense to the people then. Somebody go on to state, mere gunshot like rice grain. We don't know where them get some more shots from. We know where they get them from. The money come from, scamming, maybe some diet coke, your favorite big wig, extortion. We know where the money come from. Right? Man are foreign. Man get them boss and go foreign and send, but we know where money come from. Or at least we know where shot them come from. Listen to this part. The person who said it is a self-professed youth organizer. He said that outreach programs have been hobbled as social workers are fearful of visiting Gregory Park. Let me say that again, because this is what your favorite woke activist said. This is a crime fighting method. More social programs and more social outreach programs. Hear this again. Outreach programs have been hobbled as social workers are fearful of visiting Gregory. Who in them right mind are going to bad man place during the big life of gang war? Your favorite leaders tell you say, we just need to reach out to these 87s. Just go in the community and talk to them. You go in there go talk to them. Mr. Walktivist, go. When in the middle of them gang war, you go in there go talk to Sci-Fi and J-Bad. You not go. You not go. You know say you not go, but you want other people go. Which outreach program? When you can see bad man a war, and I tell them about outreach program, go in there go talk to them. If you just tell them, give them a shoulder to lean on. Tell Sci-Fi that, Sci-Fi, you don't have to do this, Sci-Fi. I mean, you can always just change. Because, you have 30 up in your name and how much enemies, but just change and, Sci-Fi, think about this and think about that. Sci-Fi, you want to come and one peace meeting? One peace conference? Sci-Fi, do you know that the Lord love you? All kind of outreach programs. Well, see there, the man telling us say it can't, them not reach nobody because nobody not going to place. All social workers must go fight crime. Go tell 87 about outreach and shot a fly all over the place. This is the kind of fantasies one having on the mind, so you can go in a bad man place, go about outreach. Social programs. Social intervention. If we just intervene, we could talk to the youths them. AKA make them cool off. I'm not saying never in the history of Jamaica, nobody never quote unquote social intervene and make 287 stop fire shot for like 2 months. As long as the gang exists, as long as the 87 up on the road, they are armed. Start countdown. Then I go war again. Right. Social intervention and outreach programs, complete rubbish when you talk about gang war. Once one side invade and shoot up the next and somebody family dead, somebody friend dead, somebody else get burned down, there's going to be retaliation. The side we get attacked, no one hear nothing but an outreach program. They want it back in blood. The culture dictate that. My friend dead, then somebody on the next side have a dead back. And if you can't catch Kwako, you catch him shot. And if you can't catch the shot, you catch even one socks. But go on outreach. Tell me already that the people them only reach on the outreach programs, they were not the Sci-Fis anyway. People them only reach on outreach program, they were not bigger crime anyway. You think you're gonna tell bigger crime say Bridging my dead? If you don't understand say these things happen. We could talk about it Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi, come here, Sci-Fi, make a reason. Sci-Fi, you don't have to do this. Sci-Fi, just forgive and forget. The man them run in your place and shoot up the whole of your friend them. Right? And I know you have a M16 and you have a Matic on their bed, but don't use it, right? Because do you know that there's another solution? This is the kind of fantasy they want to believe. Sci-Fi, you can get a job, right? I mean, you're making so much money from extortion and scamming. Right. You're making millions from not having to wake up out of your bed. But just give that up and go get a job and just be, a law-abiding citizen. Sci-fi, please, sci-fi. Our outreach there. The whole thing sci-fi want to reach is him enemies to bust off them head top. People need to wake up and smell the Blue Mountain coffee. See, me telling you, in an acidic society, everything in reverse. They want social workers to do the job of the government, which is fight crime, and they want the government to do the job of parents, which is to raise productive citizens, right, with any sort of values instilled in them. Everybody for everybody, it's not gonna happen. No social worker not fighting crime. No social worker not doing a clansman or no stone crusher. A minority of 87s, a minority of gangs are committing the majority of the killings in Jamaica. The most hardened criminals, right, are not going to be reached by no social intervention. They have to be neutralized. If you want to bring down crime statistics, them man they want to get to. Not the look of you to a dibble dabble with it and then you go to him and tell him about this and him say, yeah man, I true you talk. He can be reasoned with. Right? Some want to understand, so I'm not saying we not fit out in the youth. I'm saying if we are talking about fighting crime, right, the programs I want to suggest now deal with them type of criminal there. The man them who actually make, right, one community responsible 50 murders a year. Them man they don't want you nothing but a peace meeting, right, and a social program. Complete madness. Go check out the article on Gleaner for yourself. Right. A social worker not deal with a gang crime. Right. A gang war. This whole part talking and the PIA does not negotiate with terrorists. Anyway, Patreon Squad, big up on yourself. PIA, you don't know, more life. Vulture Squad, stay circling. Bless.